I see a lot of people asking how to play vector. It's pretty easy. There's only two things you need to know. Both are applicable on different parts of maps, and I can show both of them right here on Chasm. So one thing you need to learn is just wall riding. That's just this. As you approach a wall, you just air brake, which is tab on keyboard. I don't know what it is on the controller. And then you boost, and it's all about pretty much the angle. And I will explain how that works with the second method, which is basically just ultra boosting on piles like this. You don't air brake, you don't jump, you just need a slope, and you need to be gliding on it for a certain amount of time, but not too long. So there's like a window of time that your bike spends gliding along the surface before entering the air, and that sends you really far forward, which is basically the same thing as wall riding, except the surface is just a wall. Chasm is super easy for vector because all you need is these ramps on the bridge, and you need to be boosting like right here, about a third of the ramp towards the end. Not too low, not too high. If you go too low, doesn't send you far. You're too high, like this. Oh, that works, but let me go a little higher. Yeah, that doesn't work as well. Now, Storm Drain is probably the best map for vector because of all the slopes. You can of course do the skip, but that's boring, while you can just fly quite fast through this section. Right there as well, and these pipes are also pretty awesome. Now my favorite section is, well, second favorite is right here, because you don't need to be, it doesn't necessarily need to be just a slow, but that's usually how you're gonna use it. But if you're on a straight surface and you're exiting that surface, that also counts, because you're gliding along that surface and then you go into the air. So you can just easily do this. Land on this pile. Land on this pile. Boom. Easy. This bike really is pretty much all about just memorizing where you can boost and how it interacts with surfaces, and also where boosts spawn and all that. This is also a nice spot for boosting. Once you land on that ramp, you get a really good boost. That one wasn't the best, but it was still pretty damn good. Now this is the best section for vector. There's a lot of good piles. Okay, maybe not that one, because this one's even better. And don't be afraid to dry boost once, unless you're low on health. It does do 59 damage to your bike, so be aware of that. Yeah, I think that's it. Enjoy vector.